Advantages of solar pond. The first advantage is it can be constructed at a minimal cost. So all you require is a certain area, and inside that you have to lay the lower portion. You should generally make it with you have to put the concrete or plastic, and you have to maintain the salt content in each layer. So by looking at that, it's a minimal cost if you are talking about the electricity that is produced later. Second advantage is the built-in thermal energy storage allows it to be used all year round regardless of season and weather. Now, if you look at places like this coastal region, Dakshin Kannada would be everything. So here, every season there will be a certain temperature, okay, and due to that, you can, if a solar pond is created, then you can use it all the year round, because as season changes, the temperature, there is no much difference in the temperature. So that is one advantage. The third advantage is an alternative to fossil fuel technologies. So we have studied from earlier that the cost of fossil fuels is increasing day by day, because the resources are very less. So if we can properly use this solar pond, it can become an alternative to fossil fuel technologies. The fourth advantage is energy derived from a solar pond is more cost effective. Okay, so if you're talking about the total cost of building a solar pond, then a solar electric power plant, so you can recover the cost after some time. The last advantage is it is safe for the environment, since it does not emit harmful toxins and pollutants while conserving traditional energy resources. If you are talking about the thermal power plant, that is the harmful gas that's released, then the effluents released in the river bodies, that's also very dangerous. So nuclear energy, what all disadvantages are there. So while you're looking at this particular solar pond and the electricity that is produced, it is actually very very safe for the environment, because there is no air pollution, there is no soil pollution, there is no water pollution. So all these advantages are there. Drawbacks to solar pond. The disadvantages of solar pond is, the first one is, since it requires a large piece of land to be constructed, it may be unsuitable for populated areas. As we have a population that's increasing, yearly at a larger rate, the land that is to be required, that actually becomes a little bit of problem, because you require a large land for that, and even you can't allow human beings or any other animals to come near those particular ponds, because they are not like other ponds which can be used for drinking or anything. It's just for the production of electricity. So you require a separate large piece of land that should be away from the populated areas. The second point is it requires a high level of solar energy input. So in places generally in the hilly areas, or the places near the or above the topic of Cancer, or below the topic of Capricorn, there exactly the solar insolation will be very less. So in such places you cannot build that, because it requires a high level of solar energy input, because the water especially the bottom zone, it should come to that certain temperature. Next, third point is it needs to be supplied with an extensive reservoir of water. So water should be maintained, because even if you are talking about maintaining certain heat, water will get evaporated, daily. So you need to maintain that with certain amount of water if you want uninterrupted electricity to be produced. The last point is constant maintenance is required even if any qualified engineer can construct it. So not just constructing, you require even maintenance. As I told you earlier, to maintain the proper salt level in the different zones, and to see whether there was if any seepage or any particular crack occurs, then the water will get, the or it will exactly or the water level actually might come down, or the salt level might change. All those things, all those problems might occur. So constant maintenance is required.